Good morning, primary class. This is Miss Daniela with our Friday lesson. But first, let's do our memory verse. Our memory verse is Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. Genesis 28, verse 15. Now, today is Friday, so you should have it all memorized, shouldn't you? I look forward to seeing you in Sabbath school and having you tell it to me. But we'll do it one more time. Genesis 28, verse 15. Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. Well, Esau was coming with 400 men to meet Jacob, and Jacob knew that his brother still planned to kill him. Jacob and his family were terrified. What if Esau killed the whole family? Jacob prayed, and then he sent Esau many rich presents. Then, after dark, what did Jacob do? We'll find out in Genesis 32, verses 22 and 23. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them and he sent them over the brook and sent over that he had. So he sent over his wives and his their servants and all of the people and all the things he had over the river. But Jacob didn't cross the river that night. He needed to pray all alone. He knew that they were all in terrible danger because of what he had done. And again, he told God how sorry he was. He knew that he could never deserve God's blessing, but he begged him to help change Esau's mind. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, strong hands grabbed him. He knew there were robbers and murderers around, and Jacob was sure one of them had found him and wanted to hurt him. Jacob was strong, and he fought the stranger with all his might. He knew that he was fighting for his life. Neither he nor the stranger said a word, but Jacob was very afraid. He was thinking that perhaps God was punishing him and that he would die. He didn't feel ready to die. Then he thought of God's promises to him, and he begged God for mercy. Just a little while before dawn, the stranger did something very unusual. What was it? We'll read in verses 24 through 29. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, so that he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And Jacob said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power over God, power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. 29, all right. And Jacob asked him and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. Can you imagine how Jacob felt when he realized that he had been fighting with Jesus himself? Now Jacob refused to let him go until Jesus blessed him. We'll read verse 28 again. And he said, Thy name shall no more be called Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. Jesus had even changed Jacob's name. It didn't mean supplanter anymore. Now, no matter what might happen, Jacob would choose to trust God. Jacob didn't know how God would protect him, but like his grandfather Abraham and his father Isaac, he knew that nothing is impossible for God to do. Jacob probably had a painful limp for the rest of his life, but he knew that God loved him and had forgiven him. He would trust God as long as he lived. Think about this. Do you think that God wanted Jacob to learn that he would and could do whatever he promised? Yes, God wants us to believe his promises no matter what. No matter what happens, and no matter how we feel, we can always trust him.